Hello and welcome to Naivety Gaming. I'm your host Matt, and this is the 31st week of Cheap Weekly Thrills. For those who don't know, Cheap Weekly Thrills is where I browse Steam and find games that have been released in the past week for $5 or less. Now, this is the week of May 1st, 2018, and for those of you who know their holidays, let me just look at this. Yeah, this is an interesting game. Don't mind my sidetracking, but for those of you that don't know, technically today's a holiday, as it is called May Day, which I'm not sure of the significance or whatever, but let me just scroll down to release date and go all the way down to the bottom, where we'll find a game called Space Battlecruiser. Space Battlecruiser is an arcade-style top-down space shooter where you control a heavily armed capital ship, battle against squadrons of fighters, fleets of warships, heavily defended space stations, and powerful command ships. Learn to master weaponry and special abilities. Developed and published by Less Describable Games, which in my mind is one of my most favorite game company titles that we've come across yet. I find it quite humorous in my own mind. But anyway, this game was released on April 27th, 2018. Which was last Friday, and I was just going to say, looking at this gameplay footage, I'm very intrigued about it. It looks kind of graphically heavy, but I like the unique take on space battles instead of your stereotypical Star Wars space battles where, I don't know, they're just TIE fighters flying around everywhere at 1 billion miles an hour. It's you're driving or piloting a huge battle cruiser. You feel the weight, you can sense its presence, its mass when it turns, and I don't know, just kind of looking at it, I'm really interested in this game. So let me kind of scroll down and see the system requirements. Looking around, doesn't seem too bad. So that is a nice plus, because we never know with my poor little laptop. And as you guys saw as we scrolled by, the game is $4.99. Unfortunately, it is not on sale, but it is still under $5. So we've managed to hit our prerequisite there of being $5 or less. So let me give this game a quick little test, and we'll see if it works out. And we'll see you guys in just a moment. Hello and welcome to Space Battlecruiser, a top-down fighting real-time strategy fighting game with massive battlecruisers, space stations, and capital ships, and all those kind of fun stuff. Yeah, let's do that. That's fine. So I will start by doing a short game. The tutorial, I went through it, and I think I generally know what is going on, and I will hopefully be able to discuss how to play in a very much... the tutorial is pretty slow, the ship's movement is pretty slow, so it gets pretty monotonous pretty quickly. However, apart from that, so far the game is pretty good, and I'm really enjoying it. So on this little screen, you've got kind of like a Star Fox kind of style map, where you've got these different little stages that you can go to, and then you're moving your way through the system in order to get to the mothership or the star base. And because in the storyline you're a small ship that has survived an ambush, an invasion of many years ago, and you're fighting your way back to regain your territory, you kind of have to go through and remove all the enemies slowly. You can't just go straight for the mothership, because then that would be kind of like a suicide mission. So let us start by going to this outpost and attacking it. So we've got some general controls. You've got your mouse to aim. You've got WASD to be able to move around, and because this is space, it's kind of like driving a ginormous battle cruiser on the seas. is very slow, it is very big, and is very heavy. So, we shall see if we can... Ooh, look at that. Nice shooting. Missed that. Okay. So let's get rid of these guys. I am going way too deep already. I should have slowed down to start picking them off one by one instead of going straight in to this battle. Just let me slowly rotate my way around. I should made mention that again with the mouse, yes, you hover over an enemy to aim, but you hold down the left click button to be able to shoot. And I am having massive issues already. So I think I'm going to hold shift to get out of here. So as you can probably tell, you have some power. And you can allocate said power to a couple of different abilities. There's holding shift to boost away. There is using the number pad 3 or the number 3 in general as a shield. And I believe number 1, we'll find out what number 1 does. If they heal you or if they attack enemies for you. I was not able to find out, so not sure that was very, very good of a shot. I'm making my way around. Hopefully I can be able to take this guy out. Oh, that's not great. And and now I'm able to put my ship in full-fledged reverse. I think that's the first time I've ever seen that in a game, so that's actually quite nifty. Just kind of reverse my way out of my problems. Don't mind me. Now I need to... Yeah, I've got some massive problems. Just get rid of them. Thank you. Now this little command center that we've got going on here, I'm not entirely sure what I'm supposed to do with him. Okay. I think we're alive, just barely. 2. Nope, I don't have that yet. What is X? Retreat. Interesting. Oh, this is probably the end of me, so... How am I not dead yet? I don't know. There's a blue... Oh, there's some guys coming towards me. There's a little blue question mark on my map up top. So let's see if I can move that direction and avoid as many encounters as possible. Okay, so we got rid of those little bogeys. I really don't have a whole lot of health left. This is very, very troublesome. Okay. So what do we got here? Great question. I'll never know. Game over. Better luck next time. Let's do continue. Let us try that again because I suck. Good luck. I will definitely need it. So rather than going full force straight into that command post, let's see if we can kind of stay out of it directly. And see if we can get rid of those enemy cruisers or enemy little fighter ships one by one instead of going straight into it and saying, huh, I wonder why I died. Okay, so that was good. Nope, here we go, here we go. Back up, back up, back up, back up. Okay, let's see if we can get rid of these guys. I'll use the 1 key to see where it can go. As far as with these little guys. I'm still not sure what they do. That's, probably should have paid slightly more attention to that portion of the tutorial. I should probably back up right about now. And see if I can avoid some fire from that ship. Or rather, that outpost. As you guys can tell, as of right now, it's not very fast-paced. But it is very interesting nonetheless in my mind. Come on. I'm gonna try 2. Hey! Finally, I've gotten a repair bot of some variety. I'm still trying to get rid of this stupid ship. Alright. Got rid of him, so I'll get rid of those guys. Let's go this direction. So our enemy outpost is right there. So let's try to stay away from that, if we can. And slowly make our way around. To getting rid of these enemy ships. Okay. Let's get rid of those guys real quick. Okay, let's actually pay attention to what these little guys do. I should probably... There we go. So I'm using my shield, and yet it's not enough, allegedly. And I'm not actually sure how much health that outpost has, and or if I'm supposed to destroy it. It says to destroy the outpost, but I'm taking quite a lot of damage from that. So my thought is I'm gonna move my way around, destroy some of these other kind of guys first. Okay. Okay, so they're... Let's get rid of these guys real quick. Let's zip on out of here. Perfect. There are 2 little question marks, so I am going to see what I can do. What even is this here? make my way towards them. I want to see what these are. Okay, so it looks like it's some sort of currency, but I'm not able to pick it up per se. Huh. Oh, cool. So I found out that I have another ability, which is kind of like a bomb of some variety. So that's quite nice, and that's by right-clicking. Nope, that's not where I wanted that to go, but that's okay. There it is. So by using Q and E, you can actually rotate your shield. Is that quite lovely, isn't it? Alright, I'm just gonna go in, see what I can do with these bombs, and see if I can actually get rid of this outpost, because this is taking way too long in my mind. It says reinforcements are coming in about 10 minutes, so I may see if I can survive for that long. Or in my case, as of right now, probably not, because I'm just going for it. Seems like it did a good amount of damage. Okay, so he destroyed the outpost, finally. Tab. Okay, mission complete. Okay, so, turns out that you need to use bombs to get rid of, you know, outposts and whatnot. So, I wonder... I'll leave it there for you guys to check out. Like I said, that was quite a long little gameplay. Very long and tedious per se, because you have a very slow moving ship and you're trying to control like a giant boat across an endless sea. So it's not very responsive and it's not very mobile, but regardless, it is very cool and I definitely recommend it. So that was Space Battlecruiser by Less Describable Games. It is currently $4.99, and for the most part will continue being $4.99. So, if you've liked and enjoyed this content, make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. We could always use some more subscribers around here. And leave a comment down below if you've enjoyed this week's Cheap Weekly Thrills, if you enjoyed the game, or if you picked up yet another game for $5 or less this week, and just wanted to tell us how much you enjoyed it. Or if you had any comments or concerns, you know, the comment box down below is for your guys' choosing for usage. Like I was saying, this is the 31st week of Cheap Weekly Thrills. I'm your host, Matt, and we'll see you guys next week in the 32nd week of Cheap Weekly Thrills. So, bye-bye.